In this class, you will learn how to initialize the arrays and what are the different types of initialization. Syntax for initializing the array. First write data type of the array, next write name of the array, then write size of the array. Next specify the array elements within the flower bracket. Here the array elements that have taken are
V0, V1, V2 up to V size minus 1.
V0, it is the first element of the array. V1 is the second element of the array. V2 is the third element of the array. V size minus 1 is the last element of the array. That is, V0 is get stored in the 0th location of the array. V1 is get stored in the first location of the array. V2 is get stored in the second location of the array, and so on. Example for initializing the array. So this statement indicates that A is an integer array and its size is 5. Means it stores maximum 5 integer elements, and the array elements are initialized by the values 20, 30, 10, 50 and 40. That is,
The first element 20 is get stored in E of 0 and the second element 30 is get stored in E of 1.
and the next element 10 is get stored in E of 2, and 50 is get stored in E of 3, and 40 is get stored in E of 4. In the syntax, the array size is the name size, and the position of the last element is size minus 1. That is, in the array, we have n elements. In this example, there are 5 elements in the array, and array position starts from 0, and position of the last element is size minus 1. That is 5 minus 1. Mainly, there are two types of initialization. First type is compile time initialization and the second type is runtime initialization. First one is compile time initialization. Compile time initialization means the array elements are initialized during the compile time, or the array elements are initialized in the program itself. This instruction is the example for compile time initialization because in the program itself the array elements are initialized, or before the execution of the program the array elements are initialized. That is, E of 0 is initialized by the value 20, E of 1 is initialized by the value 30, like that. Second type of the initialization is runtime initialization. Runtime initialization means array elements are initialized during the runtime of the program or execution time of the program. For example, I have taken an integer array x with maximum 3 elements. In this example, during the compile term, only the memory locations are allocated to the x. The array elements are not initialized by any values. During the execution of the program, we will enter one value that is get stored in the location 0 of the array A. This is an example for runtime initialization. That is, the array elements are initialized during the runtime or the execution time of the program. There are 4 types of compile time initialization. First one is initializing all the specified memory location. Second one is partial array initialization. And the third type is initialization without specifying the size. And the fourth type of the initialization is string initialization. Next, we will see these different types of initialization one by one. First type of the initialization is initializing all the specified memory location. Means all the array elements are initialized. That is, for example, I have taken an integer array A with the size 5. Means what? This array A, it stores maximum 5 elements. In case of initializing all the specified memory location, all the elements of the array A are initialized. Means what? The size of the array is 5. All the 5 elements are initialized. That is, 20 is copied to the location U of 0, 30 is copied to U of 1, like that, so on. In this case, the number of elements that we have initialized, it must be equal to the size of the array. That is, all the elements of the array A is initialized. Second type of initialization is partial array initialization. Partial array initialization means only some of the elements of the array are initialized. That is, the number of elements that we want to be initialized is less than the size of the array. In this case, the size of the array is 5, but we have initialized only first 3 elements of the array. That is, 20 is copied to U of 0, 30 is copied to U of 1, and 10 is copied to U of 2. In case of partial array initialization, the number of elements that we have initialized is less than the size of the array. In this example, only first 3 elements of the array are initialized and the remaining elements of the array are initialized by some garbage value. The type of the initialization is initialization without specifying the size. Means we can also initialize the array without specifying the size. For example, here I have taken an integer array A and I have initialized first 4 elements of the array A without specifying the size. That is, in this example, the first element 100 is copied to U of 0 and 1500 is copied to U of 1 and the next value 300 is copied to U of 2 and the next one 200 is copied to U of 3. Finally, the array size is set to 4 because here we have initialized only 4 elements of the array. Next type of the initialization is string initialization. We don't have any predefined data type in C for string. Strings are specified by using character arrays. So here I have taken a character array B to store the string computer. The string computer, it has 8 characters. The string computer has 8 characters. In C program, always string ends with null character, which is specified by reverse slash and 0. Have taken a character array B to store the string computer. In C program, always a string ends with null character. The null character is specified by the characters reverse slash and 0. In this example, the character array B is initialized by the string computer. That is, the first character C is gets stored in B of 0, O in B of 1, like that. All the character of the word computer is gets stored in the character array B. And also in C program, always the string ends with null character. Null character requires 1 byte of memory location. That's right. If the string has 8 characters, in that case, the size must be 1 greater than that. That is, if I want to store n character string in the character array, so the size of the character array must be n plus 1. In C, character array is
end with null character.
Null character requires 1 byte of memory location.
In C, string always end with null character. Hence, the size of the array is at least 1 greater than the number of characters in the string.